Yeah, it looks like he wants to get his games done as quickly as possible. But we are going to be starting on Sinister here today. It is IDDQD versus Ash.
22 -3 on both maps is one prediction in the chat. We'll see.
Oh,
We're on Ash's point of view. He just got the red armor. He's got the lightning gun. Gotta get those rockets as well. So Ash is looking very good. He's got plenty of health and armor to work with. And he's just gonna play a bit sneaky, try listening for footsteps. Next to that window you can hear a lot of different places on the map. And are you ready for the next raid?
Ash certainly is. And he is going to be able to get it unchallenged as well. Mind you, as I say that, IDDQD peaks and lands with a rail. And Ash is going to want to get this.
Oh, those rockets! That is beautiful from Ash.
Yeah, bouncing IDDQD everywhere. Not landing any directs, but that damage is certainly going to be welcome.
The way he's moving in and just landing the +4 rocket is just beautiful. You don't see that in Quake Live that often.
Yeah.
But
just the way Ash kind of swooped in on there. I mean, he's, you know,
almost like
Batman.
Quake 4 crouch sliding in or something. I don't know.
He
Doesn't
was
matter.
so quick. And that's like, you know, that's what I like about Ash. He's a very calculated player, but when he needs to turn on his aggression, he can be absolutely lethal.
Yeah, keep in mind, he also loves to play TDM, so
Yeah,
he does know how
absolutely.
to just play pure offensive as well. Oh,
Very
Ash
experienced
just
TDM
leaving the
player.
mega health just till it spawns, but it's not going to be a problem, because he can still
Oh
fall
my
back
God,
through
look
the
at that LG
teleporter.
damage though, and Ash knew that he could invest quite a bit of damage, both into IDDQD and taking damage, because he had that mega behind him, and he had that bottom yellow, so not a bad fight there from Ash. Quick to recover, and Ash using his sound cues well here.
Oh man, that backstab from him, landing with one rail, and he's gonna push in, he's gonna deal massive damage here on this red. Let's see if ID can make it out alive. Ash trying to get the frag with that LG, and looks like ID Kid landing some really good rails. Ash left low, he's gonna have to fall back, and he can get the top yellow going through the teleporter, but he's left solo. Can he keep himself alive before the mega? And that's gonna be yes. What a nice recovery from Ash from a messy situation. Ash once again pushing this red armor, and it's gotta be IDDQ landing that rail, getting the frag, and he's got quite a stack to work with. Ash not landing those rails on the last attack. Two to 0 now for IDDQD. And both major items spawning. Ash stealing that mega health. That is just rude from Ash. You're not supposed to do that. Ash taking the mega health, taking the frag, taking the red, and he's making his way back in the game. This is quite interesting stuff from Ash. Pushing with the LG. Should be a frag. There we go. Finally, Ash able to stabilize the control. Previously, he was letting IDDQ pick those red armors so often. He was able to keep himself alive. I think IDDQ was getting the red and one of the yellows. And this time Ash had to let him get that mega health. So, not actually that good control for Ash. Gonna go through the teleporter, try and put a challenge here on the red with the LG. He makes sure IDDQ can't push into or jump over to get that red armor. So Ash securing that for himself, and now he wants to frag. There we go. We do have Ash in the lead. 4 minutes into the game. Only a one frag lead so far, so let's see if he can this time try and actually hold on to the control. Alright, he trying to go for those rails on the major items, which is the right thing to do on the paper. Not able to land those shots though. Instead, it's Ash landing one of them. And already getting ready for the mega health. Quite nice 200 on Ash. But, oh man, IDDQ able to land a rail on him. Just after Ash picking up that red armor. I think he's a bit early here on this Mega. Can he hold on to his life before it spawns? And looks like that's gonna be a no, as Ash just devastates him with an LG.
Yeah, decent damage, but you know, Ash. Look at all the items
if he was it was a bit,
well.
a few seconds later, that could have worked, but not in this, guys. And Ash with a 42 lead. It's not much, but Ash has finally kind of made the rotation he has more solid.
Yeah, Ash pretty much on 200 right now, looking for some rail angles.
Oh, it's a bit clunky movement there by Ash, and not landing those rails. This is not good for him.
Well, luckily for him, IDDQD didn't land anything either, and Ash is going to be able to pick up the follow-up Mega here, so he's actually looking far better off after that exchange.
If IDDQD gets both those yellows, that is gonna put him slightly
Ash very late to switch weapon there, and IDDQD could be getting himself a frag here.
Very nice rail. Sheikah machine gun used there by Ash, but you know, every little bit of damage matters. IDDQD able to actually tie the game, so
very nice.
this is not too bad at all. I mean, he had the early lead as well.
Pleasantly surprised for IDDQD. I think Ash, a couple of mistakes there. I mean, it started off with that very late weapon switch in the previous fight, and then again, IDDQD being able to find Ash and rotate nicely on the items. Ash again very early up here on this red armor, and that's going to cost him.
Yeah, IDDQD
did have timing.
And
Nice
his
rails
rail
from
is
him
looking
as well.
very good.
Yeah, and IDDQD with the lead, and then, you know, Ash does
Oh,
not
this
want
is
to
not
drop the
good.
map right now.
This is the worst place to get caught in, but you know, Ash is trying to make the best out of it with those rockets. That is a massive amounts of damage he was able to land.
Yeah.
He lost the frag there, but it might have been worth it.
Oh my god,
Ash
this is bad for Ash.
attacking
He's
the
just missed out on
Mega.
the Mega, and he's taken 2 rockets here.
Last time he
It's gonna
did
be a
that,
3-frag
he
lead
was
now.
able to turn around the game, but this time IDDQD getting the item himself. Alright, this is looking quite good for IDDQD. Ash is kind of crumbling apart right now.
Ash definitely still has time, but he needs to be very careful. He's quite heavily understacked, and IDDQD seems to be catching him off right now. Catching him around corners. Ash does find that bottom 50 health bubble, but IDDQD over at the red armor. He should be able to get this Mega, unless Ash is quickly over there. Nice movement from Ash to get that that Mega, sorry. Nice from IDDQD to steal that other yellow. He knew Ash was gonna go back around there, and look at those rockets from IDDQD opening the damage, and Ash goes down again. Again, Ash just, you know, very late to either switch weapon or return damage, and it's costed him. And you can see Ash right now just really going in aggressive, trying to put in some investment for these frags, but again, losing another frag here. Ash does get a nice spawn, and it's going to be a mutual frag, and that's just going to waste time.
That's exactly what Ash had to do, though. Just going aggressive. Just unfortunate IDDQD was able to land those perfect rockets, and that's the GG there.
I think that's the GG. Yeah, IDDQD spawns with the rocket launcher and gets that Mega, and Ash has no choice but to push into him. 11-5 here with 1 minute remaining. Even for Ash, I think that's going to be a little difficult.
Yeah. Next map, of course, is going to be Ash's pick, and that is going to be Elder. So,
oh, nice.
It's
it's
probably going to be a bit different game.
Very solid on Elder, and you should be able to tie this series up.
And these guys did not yet pick the tiebreaker map, so that's going to be a surprise if we move into that one.
Yeah, I think even Ash knows it's a little bit too late right now.
Yeah, just going for those rails.
Forcing him out the room there with those rockets. Ash still, he's just kind of blast back railing. He knows he can't do anything right now.
Yeah, better just warm up that rail again.
Yeah,
Make sure it's gonna need that in the next map. Well, not in the first 2 minutes, but it serves an important weapon on Elder. Oh, was Ash playing Dirty Bottom earlier today? I wouldn't be too surprised. He's been playing a lot of that game.
Yeah. And a little bit of a surprising score here. No one would have thought Ash would have dropped Sinister against IDDQD, but all credit to him, IDDQD taking that map win. Solid performance. It all started with that kind of late weapon switch from Ash. He lost a frag and he lost kind of 2 follow-up frags very quickly, and then he was just, you know, mindlessly plus forwarding into IDDQD, hoping to make something.
He had a lot of bad moments. Like,
yeah,
he knows that with surprising moves
too.
he can turn around the game every now and then. Like when he got his first frag and the lead, that started from a very ballsy Mega Steal and a good fight on
you know, he kind of just Batmaned in and pushed IDDQD off that item, but apart from that, we didn't see anything too spectacular from Ash. And IDDQD rather is sitting on match point right now as we move into Elder. Ash's map pick, of course, and a very solid map here for Ash. He was one of the first kind of people to get really good on Elder.
Yeah, he played this in the focus as well, so that kind of gave him a head start. Alright, so lightning gun on Ash, and
look at that.
There we go. That is a very solid start. If you can do that early on, go for it.
And IDDQD is in trouble here. He's
the plasma though.
And he took a direct rocket. That's gonna do...
That's the Mega Health gun.
Yeah, exactly. That red armor just taunting IDDQD, looking so beautiful up there, but he knows he can't jump across. No way in hell. Ash is going to let him do that, and IDDQD just going back around, getting himself a rocket launcher, hoping this bottom yellow is going to spawn. Really just looking for Ash over in the middle of the map here. And they've kind of switched positions. IDDQD leaves that yellow up. I guess he didn't want to be caught around there. And he's going to be missing out on a lot of items over on that side of the map. Of course,
it's the key that helps Ash so much. He can just move in easily. And
look at that. We just saw Ash pick up the Mega, pick up the red. He's going to be able to get a full rotation right here. Mind you, IDDQD did pick up a yellow eventually.
Well, let's see if he can put up a fight against the 200-200 Ash. Even using those 5 bubbles to keep his health up in the maximum.
Ash doesn't care. He's just going to chase forward. Yeah, Ash knows he's got the stack. IDDQD left on 60 health. He has to get out of there.
I really like Ash's movement. Not failing those small jumps. They are harder than they look. Of course, VQ3 physics.
Movement is also key on this map. No pun intended. Ash still has the key.
Oh man.
It is going to be 20 seconds until the rail is up, and you know, IDDQD may be looking to use that to his advantage. I very much doubt Ash is going to let him pick
those
him up.
plasma balls, that was like a...
That was like 80 damage.
That was a rail.
Yeah. Wow.
Rail
nice
with plasma.
And just going over to IDDQD's POV quickly, looks like he is going to be able to pick himself a railgun quickly. And that's you know, going to give him a slight advantage, but Ash moving in very quickly here. I think he's read IDDQD well. He knows that he was there, and Ash actually getting himself a railgun as well, so...
Yeah, and he's got to be in time for the red, so, you know, good position, so not losing anything.
Well,
sometimes the rail is kind of hard to get.
Ash is really eating up everything on this map right now.
And finally, Ash is actually opening those that area
and
between
again,
the
Ash
Mega and the yellow.
Very late to switch weapons. We've seen that a little, you know, quite a bit from him today. He kind of enters the fight and he's a little bit indecisive as to which weapon to pick. And, you know, by the time he does switch to LG or whatever it is, he's already taken, you know, 80, 100 damage, whatever it might be. So, Ash needs to be very careful with his weapon selection. His aim on point, his controls on point, but every now and then he just kind of hesitates. And I think that was kind of what cost him the last game.
Yeah, it's clearly hindering his play a little bit. Oh, that was not a good fight for Ash. Better just fly through, go get a yellow instead, and already be in position for the red. But missing that crucial rail. Oh no, but it doesn't matter. He can still drop down with the LG, and he's not taking any damage. That was perfect fight for Ash. Absolutely
as soon
perfect.
as Ash is confident in what he's going to do, like he knew immediately, okay, I'm going to just rush him with rail. As soon as he's confident, doesn't hesitate, look how much damage he can do.
Yeah, he caught IDDQD in a bad spot. He knew that if IDDQD goes for this red...
Talk about catching him in a bad spot,
God.
that's
even worse.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Oh, and again, IDDQD's caught out. The lava helping him a little bit here, but Ash hopefully has the stack to defend himself there. A little bit low, he's got the Mega though.
Yeah, the Mega in this map is something that is actually quite hard to deal damage on. It takes quite a while to get in position for it. You can't just go for a casual rail like on the Raid or something.
Yeah.
So if you have the key, you can have it as a fallback item very easily.
IDDQD using that railgun well. Ash actually replying with his own, and Ash is going to be the one clutching the rail.
Yeah, very nice trades there. 2 rails for both players, but Ash with the stack advantage, he'll take the frag.
And here we go, Ash looking to spam the LG, which is of course usually the place, first weapon, you know.
Oh man, Ash is landing he's missing all of those rails.
He keeps peeking, but yeah, he didn't hit anything right there.
You should be able to hit at least 50% of those rails,
yeah.
but
and especially for a player like Ash, I'm surprised you wouldn't expect Ash to miss, what, 5 rails in a row?
He was landing much better against Chirapov early on.
Yeah.
So it's just weird. I don't know
if
Ash's
aim looking a little bit inconsistent. Sometimes he hits everything. Look at that. Sometimes he's got those crazy angles, and sometimes he just misses, 4 or 5 rails in a row. I like Ash's little drop there. Knew IDDQD would go down through the bottom.
Yeah, just waiting for him. All items are up. Ash got that yellow armor and the Mega to fall back on. And if he's fast, he can try and do some damage on the red as well. He heard the pickup, trying to go for the rail, but missing the shots.
IDDQD actually getting off a rail. It is a 5 frag lead here for Ash, which is pretty, cushy. You can definitely defend that. Just under halfway through this game, so IDDQD does have time to come back, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, the first frag is the hardest. But this is a good push from IDDQD. He was so much better stacked than Ash because Ash was not able to land those rails early on the major items. And now IDDQD has the key. Now I'm very afraid for Ash's sake.
Yeah, he's just gotten himself 2 quick frags here. And IDDQD is certainly capable of stringing some frags together. Look at those rails! IDDQD. All of a sudden, what was a 5 frag lead has been reduced to a 2 frag lead for Ash.
Oh man. 3.5 minutes.
That did not take IDDQD long to make up those 3 frags. I'm indeed worried for Ash.
Yeah, it takes quite a while before you can get the weapons, before you can get any kind of stack. And if opponent has the key, he's got to be so much more mobile than you are, so he might be able to catch you much easier than you think.
Yeah, Ash needs to be careful as well. He knows IDDQD is on match point right now. He does not want to give up this map. It could cost him a series loss here.
Oh, he did get the Mega.
Yeah, IDDQD was at the bottom there, so he did get a timing on that. And I'm very curious to see if IDDQD is going to put in a challenge on the next Mega. He should know that Ash is going to be back around in that room. He wants to kind of stack himself up right now, get as much armor as possible before going back into the Mega room. And looks like the yellow is going to be up for him. So IDDQD has all the weapons he needs. He's got the key. He's going to be able to push him through the top here. Let's see if he does that. There we go.
Oh, IDDQD pushing hard.
Oh wow, this is exactly what IDDQD needed to do.
He's not stopping for the Mega. That last rail. That must have put Ash very, very low.
Yeah, Ash running around on 83 health, 39 armor right now.
So not good.
He needs to be very careful. Still 2 minutes, still plenty of time here for IDDQD, who's currently on 200.
Let's see if Ash can plus back the rest of the game. He really needs this. It's already match point for IDDQD in this best of 3.
IDDQD not quite making the jump there. And of course he did get that last Mega, so he should be able to get this one. And as soon as he gets this Mega, I think he's just going to have to go on the hunt for Ash. I mean,
he's already trying to catch Ash somewhere.
But we do know this map can be defended fairly well. And I think he did just hear...
He heard those stairs.
There. Yeah.
And now IDDQD is just trying to kind of guess where Ash is going. And Ash is able to escape from this angle.
Very good defense.
Yeah, Ash was just staying on those stairs. he knew IDDQD was
IDDQD
close
thought
by as
twice
well.
about pushing in there. Yeah, yes, he could have, but it would have cost him a lot of health and armor, and you know he's got 2 frags to make up. Even if he gets 1, he wants to make sure he's at least kind of healthy to get the follow-up on. And there we go, last minute of the game. IDDQD does have this red. He did get the Las Vegas. And again, IDDQD a little bit late to switch to that LG, and Ash
That rail, that was just perfect.
Wow.
That might have cost him the game. That might have cost
IDDQD
IDDQD the win. That is such a good play.
Yeah. IDDQD's going to have to waste at least, 20 seconds getting himself some sort of stack.
The out of control play from
Ash.
Ash has been just magnificent here.
Yeah.
Able to keep himself alive. And IDDQD hasn't just played aggressive enough to deal the kind of damage. Ash has been able to punish him for each and every
and again,
move.
just all credit to Ash. He knows how to position himself well to just deal max damage and have an escape route. And kind of force his player into an awkward position. And last 10 seconds of the game, it is going to be a tight series here. IDDQD spotting Ash over there. And as I was saying, it is going to be a tight series. I'm not quite sure what the map is. I don't believe they've picked it yet.
They didn't yet, so yeah. We're going to see
Oh,
that.
IDDQD.
Oh, he didn't lose the frag. Not quite enough time.
Yeah.
Alright. So we are going to be winning the tiebreaker map. Moxter was asking about Evil games. We haven't streamed a single Evil game yet today, but we do want to see Evil Garp. We do want to see Evil Ash. Those should be really good games. We don't have anything against streaming Evil, but I'm not sure if he's playing Cherpov anymore. He was playing Cherpov.
Guppy actually just started playing Cherpov right now, so that's going down. And
so Evil is just waiting for an opponent right now. So
we actually haven't missed too many Evil games. Evil's only played 1 game, so we should be able to catch a good few of his matches today.
Yeah. I love watching Evil when his LG is on point, which is every day.
Absolutely, yeah. And when is Evil's LG not on point?
Yeah, exactly. Alright, these guys just started dropping the maps. IDDQD, removing Siles, and yes, we are gonna keep calling him IDDQD instead of anything else. It's just a very satisfying thing to say. Don't you agree?
Well, how else would you say that? IDQD.
Someone was just saying, call him ID or IDD, but that's not as fun. You guys are boring.
IDDQD, God mode.
Yeah, you could just call him God mode, I guess. But I don't think everyone would get that in the chat. Zoot didn't get that, which is something I'm very disappointed for.
I don't know what Zoot was doing in his childhood, but
yeah, maybe
he's not paying enough.
I think he was saying that he just didn't cheat in Doom, or Doom 2 rather. That's the game he played, but should we believe him? I don't know.
Everyone cheated in Doom.
Yeah.
Back when cheats were a thing. I still remember the StarCraft 1 cheats. What was it? Power overwhelming. And
I actually didn't play StarCraft 1, but I remember most of the Jedi Knight cheats. We had that when I was young, and that was a really fun game. We didn't have a proper internet connection, so we just played the single player with my brother. But
why not?
You did type the cheats in the chat, so you actually had to remember some words or phrases. Those are the best kind of cheats.
Yeah.
Button combinations are boring, like in console games.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Alright, so we're moving to the next map. And it's gonna be Battleforged. I can't complain. Battleforged is nice.
Hey man, I really enjoyed StarCraft 1. It was actually one of the few the original games my parents bought me. I think I turned 11 or 12 and I got StarCraft for my birthday, a nice box set with nice artwork and everything.
Oh man, I love those old game boxes.
Yeah, I played the shit out of that game.
I wish I had
to my PC for like months.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'd probably been the same if I had the same game or something. But speaking of those old game boxes, I wish I had more. I do have Quake 2, which is my least favorite Quake. Then I do have the original Unreal Tournament and the Half-Life Game of the Year edition in those big cardboard boxes with the manuals and everything. I actually found them all second-hand for a very nice price. And awesome. I just had to get them, just as decoration, really. I already had all of those games. But they're just awesome. I wish I had Quake 1 in a proper box. I wish I had Doom.
I remember I got Diablo 1 and 2 in the boxes as well. Still have them somewhere.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Zorak also saying Diablo.
The battle chest, it's quite cool.
Yeah, that was such a sick series of games. I mean,
and the physical packaging in this all together, it's just so cool. With actual big manuals with a lot of stuff and cool artwork and
I
stuff
remember.
like that.
You know, even in the StarCraft box set, you got like a whole manual with artwork and storylines.
Yeah, these days you
really
only get
cool
that with
stuff.
like special editions. It used to be standard. Like these days, if you just go buy a physical copy of the game, it's a DVD case. It's got a quick start guide and the DVD disc, and you still have to download things from Steam when you buy them. That's basically how it goes these days.
With, a couple of games still come with nice collector's edition. I know a guy at my work actually bought the new Witcher game.
Oh yeah,
he got one of the
collector's
editions.
editions
It came with
and
like
special
a nice
editions
little
are cool.
model and artwork and poster and a few things. But
if you have the extra money for that, it's very nice.
It's gotten really expensive. I
can't remember what
for that.
I bought some games special edition in. Well, it was a long time. I bought Crysis special edition last time I bought anything special edition. It had a nice aluminum box art, and my PC could barely even run that game. So
awesome.
It doesn't matter. It wasn't that expensive, and it's got the nice art book and everything, and bonus disc and so on. All the cool stuff.
Actually, speaking of games, I saw someone sent me a trailer today for this game called For Honor, which is kind of like a third-person
was it like
medieval type.
I think I saw that in the E3 from Ubisoft.
From Ubisoft. I mean, Ubisoft sucks ass, but the game itself just looks absolutely beautiful, man. If you guys get a chance to watch those trailers, check out a game called For Honor. You get to play as a samurai, a Viking, or a knight, and it's kind of third-person with really cool like.
We already have that one source mode called like. It had some Vikings, it had pirates, and I can't remember what the third faction was. There was a source mod that was like a melee game. It had a pirates, Vikings, or something.
And you got some really cool game modes like King of the Hill and Attack and Defend and all that stuff in this game. So it looks like a hell of a lot of fun. I'm just kind of worried that it's made by Ubisoft, so
it's got to be broken on release and everything.
They've got a track record of screwing things up, but otherwise, from what I've seen, the game looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it could be interesting. We'll see.
I don't know what's happening here.
Pirates, Knights, and Vikings was the source mod. All right.
Someone's gone for a smoke.
Yeah, we're waiting for IDD Kitty.
Oh, Daikatana, that was a sick game.
Sick game as in broken.
Yeah, that's
in every regard.
Do you know what is another cool game? It was Deus Ex, the first one.
That's like one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't play it back in the day, I completely missed it back in the day. I played it in like 2009 or 10, and I absolutely loved it.
I still have an itch every now and then just to go back and play it because
You're not the only one.
Sick.
Just the overall atmosphere of the game. Even the kind of low budget voice acting, it just fits so well. And the soundtrack by Alex Brandon, it's just
man,
that guy is a fucking genius with trackers. I mean, I know most Quake people don't really like Unreal Tournament stuff, but you gotta admit Unreal Tournament has a sick soundtrack.
Yeah,
that is. I think that's the best thing about the game.
Yeah.
But Unreal Tournament, Deus Ex, Jack Rabbit 2, Alexander Brandon, and for most of those other games, some other people as well did the soundtrack.
I didn't actually play the new Deus Ex that came out last year. I forgot what it was called. But
Human Revolution came out 2011. I do recommend you play that. Even though it feels very consoleized, it's still a very good game. I do recommend it.
You should check it out.
Honestly, when I first played it, I didn't like it at all. But then I gave it another try, like some months later, maybe half a year later, and just got through the start and realized it's actually a really good game.
Yeah. It's like a badass Lara's boobs. Tomb Raider was a good series. It looks like it's still
I didn't
going.
play most of them. I think I tried some of the early ones on like friend's PC or something, but I didn't actually own any of the games.
Yeah, I had a PS1. I remember playing the early Tomb Raiders. I had good fun.
Oh, the low polygon graphics is just beautiful. Yeah. I love that stuff.
Looks like IDDQD and Ash are back from their smoke break, so hopefully we'll get the next game here. We do want them to hurry things along, of course. You know, we want to catch some evil games.
Yeah, we're waiting for the tiebreaker map here. We're not just talking crap on purpose, but you know, it's all fine. Is Daikatana actually playable with patches? I think one guy in the Twitch chat played that game not too long ago, the single player, and he had an okay time playing through it without too many glitches and bugs. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never played it.
Speaking of Twitch, there's a channel called Twitch Plays Dark Souls. I don't know if you've seen it.
That's just not going anywhere.
Yeah, literally they've kind of been in the same place for a while now, as you might expect with the
it's
Twitch
a
Plays
real-time
Pokemon
game.
It's pretty much the same
Yeah,
kind of
except
stuff.
the Pokemon is much more feasible for this concept. Dark Souls is just ridiculous.
Yeah. There's also a Twitch channel where the guys set up like 2 fish in an aquarium and they play Street Fighter against each other based on where the fish swim. Have you seen that one?
I haven't. I actually
pretty cool,
haven't.
yeah.
I don't know how I missed
check it
this.
out.
But that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, so his 2 fish just basically play Street Fighter against each other all day.
Oh man.
If you're ever really bored and want to check that out.
If you're really bored, you set up some way for your fish to play games. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch did beat Pokemon.
Yeah, they did. Very true. Once they kind of got themselves organized, I remember that when that first started, it was just chaos. Like,
I mean, it stabilizes when the trolls and the people who just spam commands, they get bored.
Yeah.
Eventually, and then the people who actually try and make it succeed remain. And yeah, that might happen with Dark Souls as well. We'll see. I have no idea how they beat Asylum Demon, but apparently it happened.
Let's see if I can find this link.
Oh man, Quake 1 is such a good game. I'm not talking about it. And it's Quake 1 or Quake World is not a total RNG game by any means. Even though the spawns are random, there's a lot of spawn frags, but RNG is far from it. It is just a very brutal and fast-paced game. It is amazing.
Yeah, I pasted that fish playing Street Fighter.
Alright, I might check that out later on.
Prepare to fight.
Okay, hey, look at this. Players are ready. And we are getting ourselves on the tiebreaker map here, finally.
This is going to be Battle Forged. Interesting.
I don't know who to favor here, but let's start from Ash's point of view. He did spawn on the railgun. Was just listening for those sounds before dropping down for the Mega, not taking any extra damage, and he might be able to take this yellow as well. Trying to use those rockets as efficiently as possible. Lands a rail.
Oh, nice
that is
rail.
very good.
Yeah, that rail just won him that yellow there.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
IDDQD can't really push in, but just dealing the extra damage is always so helpful.
Ash doesn't have an LG,
Oh
but
my
he's
God.
not going to need a direct rocket to rail combo, and he wins himself that next red. Excellent start here from Ash.
Ash just listening for the sounds and oh, the jump pad. It is so dangerous. IDDQD was not expecting Ash to wait there on the top. And that was just a beautiful move. And already ready for the red armor.
Yeah, Ash setting himself up here for 200-200 and an absolutely commanding position here in the first minute of this game. IDDQD doesn't have a bad stack right now. He's on 130-40, but he doesn't want to give up any more frags right now. Wants to kind of try and survive as long as possible. This yellow is going to be up in the next few seconds. IDDQD doing good there with that railgun.
Yeah, and he got the 50 bubble, kind of recovering himself, and Ash just trying to make sure he can do as best as he can with his major items. IDDQD lands some good rockets, but Ash's LG is solid
I don't
enough
know
to
if
get
that
him
was
that frag.
deliberate, but that little jump onto the jump pad from Ash
That was really good.
to kind of gain like
Like he got the high ground. I mean,
Yeah.
IDDQD was still on the platform. Ash just
that was
wanted to go
crazy.
up so
I
he
don't
can
know
land
if
the
that was
LG.
deliberate or accidental, but really nice move there from Ash. I haven't really seen
There
that
was
before.
really no downsides. IDDQD was using
Yeah.
rockets and not LG at that point. So
Exactly,
that was perfect.
Ash just kind of kept his LG glued onto IDDQD and a quick 3-0 here, and Ash is keeping up the damage with the railgun. IDDQD does reply, but Ash just way too stacked in. I like the steal there from IDDQD.
Yeah, that was good. Very nice rail there by Ash, and another one. And he's gonna be able to move himself over to that yellow right after picking
so
the
much
Mega.
damage.
Yeah, Ash doing the damage, picking up most of the items, and keeps landing those
Good rail
rails.
exchange from both players, actually. IDDQD only on 50 health right now. He needs to be very careful over at this red armor. He's not even going to challenge for it. He knows Ash is up there. Heard the teleporter.
Yeah, and Ash trying to find the angle. Not able to land it. But what does IDDQD have to pick up on that side of the map? Pretty much nothing.
Yeah, Ash forces him out of the room, and Ash needs to be very quick here over to the Mega side. IDDQD is able to pick it up mid-battle, but Ash should be able to take this frag.
He was so
Easy
confident
in the
with
end.
his stack.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if IDDQD picks the item, he's trapped there. He can't escape.
Yeah, the best thing IDDQD could do was just deny that item from Ash. But he knew he was going down, and Ash just got himself this red armor here, again looking scary. I think Ash wants a little bit of revenge after that Sinister game.
Yeah, and Ash's rails are just on point. He was missing a lot of the important shots in both maps. And if he keeps landing them here, it should be pretty much no problem. He's gotta be pleased with the major items, but not too bad, I guess. Ash on 100, 200. IDDQD should have quite a bit of health advantage. Not sure how much armor he has.
IDDQD very slowly creeping around the map. He doesn't want to, you know, kind of engage into a fight before this red armor, but looks like he won't be able to challenge directly for it. Just spamming some rockets, and not a bad one either. Does
Too bad
take
Ash
the rail.
already had the 200 armor before
Yeah.
going for it, so he could just recover him back to 200 with that red after taking the rocket.
Exactly. You know, Ash didn't really even need to take the raid. Perhaps he could have just baited it out a little bit, got himself another frag. But nonetheless, Ash does have a 4 frag lead right now.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to go for the frags at the moment. Just make sure he
He's
keeps up with it.
looking really
Oh,
confident.
and look at that!
those rockets again from Ash.
IDDQD got caught with his pants down when he should have been expecting that. I guess he was, but just couldn't react fast enough.
You always got to watch your flank there about that teleporter. You know, the guy could come out of there instantly and just take you down, and that's exactly what Ash did. He even got a nice little follow-up frag here, catching IDDQD off guard again.
Just going as far as rocket jumps and get secure that red armor, and misses that rail. Would have been a really nice chance for some free damage.
And these guys are going to meet at the top here again. Ash is very much outstacking IDDQD and out-damaging him.
Looks like IDDQD's LG is looking quite shaky. He wasn't landing as
not
much
well
as he should.
Yeah, it's not as, you know, dominant as we saw in that Sinister game. He was really doing a lot of damage there to Ash.
Yeah.
Perhaps, you know, doesn't know this map as well. Ash again getting himself to 200, even going to deny this yellow armor here. And things certainly not looking good for IDDQD as we approach the halfway mark in this map.
Oh man, the rocket pushing IDDQD completely off the platform, and Ash is going for a chase. He's got to be able to land that shot, and he can take this teleport to make sure he still gets the red armor. Very nice moves from Ash, extending the lead once again. Oh, IDDQD might be in trouble, but he looks like he's gonna be able to escape so far. Ash having a hard time finding that one angle.
IDDQT.
Heidi the cutie. Clever. I only now realized what's it about. God damn it, NSX. I'm slow. You make me feel bad.
Ash is just, yeah, what can I say? I mean, it's certainly a dominant performance here. IDDQD again denying that mega health, landing some decent rocket damage actually, and unfortunately just didn't have the stack to push in there. I think he was hoping for a nice rocket out of the teleporter, but Ash taking himself a 10th frag here, and about 3 minutes 20 seconds left in this game. IDDQD really needs to start doing something now.
And keep in mind, Battleforge is one of those maps where you can really run with the lead. You just listen closer where your opponent is going, and that is the most important step of Purple Plus back. You always gotta know where your opponent is, and then you can keep running much better.
Yeah, and actually just got some news,
Oh,
very
look at that.
interesting news, that Garpy lost his first map against Sherpov, which was Cure.
Oh, that's interesting.
Very interesting.
How does
they
Garpy
are
lose Cure?
Yeah, they are currently on 1-1, playing their tiebreaker map, as is Ash and IEDQD. So it looks like both Ash and Garpy have dropped a map.
Well, let's see if Evil's gonna drop any maps. I doubt he dropped
Yeah,
any maps against
very
Sherpov.
much doubt so.
Hopefully after this game we're gonna get Ash versus Evil. It's about time we see some Evil action.
Yeah. Plenty of good Evil games to play. I mean, Evil still needs to play Ash, he still needs to play Garpy. So yeah, lots of action still to come.
Mitch, I did take Sinister.
Yeah,
If
this
you
is
have
a
never
possible tiebreaker
played
game.
6v6 team combat versus random tier 1 noobs on Battleforge, then you know nothing about Quake. Man, I haven't done that. But I know nothing about Quake anyway, so...
Team combat. That's
Yeah,
an
it's...
interesting mode.
Yeah, it's just the random team mode in Quake Live.
I do enjoy some of those odd modes that get played every now and then. You know, what is King on the Hill, Team Combat. There's another one.
You know what's also fun? Freeze tag. And insta freeze.
Yeah, you like freeze tag?
Yeah, those are kind of
I
fun.
like freeze tag, not so much.
Yeah, but insta freeze.
Domination is
Combination
kind
of
fun.
those two. I think they're pretty fun stuff. And like, yeah. I think I played
I
Clan
remember
Arena
last
once
year.
here on Battleforge.
Yeah, I remember last year Halloween we played Infected. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that was... I'm not sure if it's in the game right now.
Minute warning.
I hope it is. I'm not sure. But it was plenty of fun last year. I think we should do something similar this time as well.
Yeah, I remember your toilet paper money.
Oh man. Best costume. Yeah, I think
19
it
to
is
2. Yeah, this is
PG right there.
was very dominant performance here from Ash.
Yeah, we should have some more sub events.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just one weekend.
That is absolutely. Actually, yeah. Let's speak to Zoot and get him involved in that.
Yeah, and we should be able to organize our own as well if we can't
Yeah.
get it. Zoot, since Zoot actually has a job now, so
Yeah, he is
that
a
is
working
quite
man,
problematic.
unfortunately.
Yeah, he's a boring man now. Isn't that what it means?
Yeah, probably.
And 20 to 2, that is even more one-sided than the Elder, which was not one-sided at all, surprisingly
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
It was very nice Elder. Oh, Zorak wore that video. Anyway, let's see if we're gonna get some Evil